So today what I want you to do is I want you to completely smooth your mug and prepare it for the end of this week where we're going to finish it up by putting the decoration on the side. It's easier to smooth before you carve a decoration. Now there's a couple of places that I want you to pay close attention to. Number one is your handle. The goal of this project is to make a completely functional mug. In order to do that, you want it to be comfortable to hold in your hand. In order to do that, all the edges of your mug should be smooth. Okay, so you'll notice I've done most of my smoothing with my fingers, but there's a couple of things that I want you to play around with if your finger's not good enough for the smoothing of your mug. Number one is you can use a wood modeling tool to get into an area that may be a place where your finger can't get to. So that's something to think about. You can also use, I like to really super smooth the inside of the handle here, and I will use the back end of a paintbrush to just go in there and smooth that out nice and neat. Last but not least, if your piece is leather hard, you can take a little cup of water and you can dip your finger into it and use a wet finger to smooth out your handle. Now don't do this unless your piece is leather hard because you don't want to introduce too much water. But this is a really nice way to get a nice smooth edge and make a nice comfortable handle. The second part of making a really comfortable mug is to pay attention to the rim of your piece. Now you don't want it to be too pointy or sharp or it will be uncomfortable on your mug, but you also want it to be comfortable to wrap your lips around this and drink out of it. So take some time to smooth out the rim using the same idea. Use your finger, the back end of a paintbrush, a wood modeling tool if that's what you prefer. And if your rim is nice and leather hard, you can again dip your finger into water and go over your rim. Okay, the last thing I want you to smooth out is the inside of your mug. This is really, really important because if you don't smooth the inside of your mug, what will happen is when you drink out of it, you won't be able to clean it. And the first time you drink out of it, it'll be fine. It won't hurt you. But then when you go to drink out of it a second time, there might be food stuck in all the different cracks and crevices that you left on the inside of your mug. So this is an important step to do, and probably the most difficult thing that you're going to do today is to smooth out the inside of your mug. So again, the best tool for smoothing is your finger, if you can get your finger down in there. If you can't reach it, you can use the eraser on a pencil, or you can use the back end of your fettling knife. I'm just going to dip it in water and just go down in there like so with the back end of my fettling knife. But you want to get that inside ring down there, that part right down on the bottom, nice and as smooth as you can get it, and the inside super smooth. I'm also going to take the time to smooth out the outside, but not as much time because I'm going to really carve this on the end, at the end of this week for your second assignment for the week is going to be to carve the design onto the side of your mug. Once you're done smoothing, I want you to take a picture of your handle, a close-up picture of the inside of your mug, and a close-up picture of your rim. Put these on slide 14 of your slideshow and you'll be all done with assignment number 14.